От така фігня. Ютубчик. Ютубчик під'єднався. Все. Горить, палає, техніка, ворожа. Наша Україна переможе. Уф. Так. Рестрім. Є. Чатик. Давай. Горить. Контент. Та що ти мені тоді прррр, якщо ти не дорест? Розмарі and Time. Привіт. Вибач. В смислі? Пау. 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 Ого, а що? Так, ні-ні-ні. Заховай. Я їм розіб'ю лице руками. Нікого вбивати не можна. На. Я рішив нікого не вбивати. Ну-ну. Окей. Перше в мене... О, бля, все. Перше в мене такий прикол трапився. Окей. Так. Я тут з тобою позагравав. Ну давай, друже. Є. І що? Да. Новіградський меч. Хо, а що страпилось? Так, ходімо. Що, будуть ще вори тут? Я просто вирішив з ними трішки поцяцькатись. А виходить... А? Привіт, дівчина. Я не до тебе, вибач. Горить, палає, техніка, ворожа. Розумів? Окей. Зробимо вид. Привіт. Так. Це п'янчуга. Таємнича особистість. Не зрозумів. Ой, бля. Що? Так. А що ти хотів? Я можу на паузу. Открой на ноут. І Сабіну попроси. О, от сцена. Обожнюю.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
Непогано. Погроза дуже непогана.
Geralt in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
Ну, звісно.
With pleasure.
А, без меча, друже. От дайте вийти. Друже, алло. Ой, а що вони такі м'якенькі? Не нахуй. Не нахуй.
Of a taste of yore. Eh?
Yeah, seems like we never left Bergen.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
О, всього лише пропала донька.
It's about Siri.
Херня.
I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, that's
Not
good.
good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. I'm expecting to come home to a hot leg of boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Ну давай
Prime
пошукаємо.
idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Старий добрий англійський ground floor. Та-та-та. Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Так, окей, давай залутаємо спочатку все.
Ah, a note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Так, окей.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dolblathana.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
Так, тут багато луту і це класно. Угу. Окей. Оу. І стаж. Так. Це можна поки що сюди. Давай-ка спробуємо. Де воно? Оце. Я не довикладав відосик. Вибачте, 2 секунди. Ворожа. А, ні, довикладав, все нормально. Пам-пам. Так. Так, а що в мене? Ой-ой-ой, на мене, боже, образились. Ёб твою мать. Так, зараз, секунду. Ах. GTA 4 лайно, я не знаю. Хоч, вибачте. Так, це можна скинути, це. Да. Це мені не треба, це також. Це можна скинути. Скільки вони важать? 0,01. Ага, розказуй мені. Знаю, як ви підключаєтесь. Так. Це рідка херня. Ворожа. Так, це все треба продати. Це те кинути сюди. Коли ж? 2%, 3%. Окей. Так, все. Ну і це теж можна викинути поки що. Чи треба буде, повернусь просто. О, так. Так, і треба ось туточки. Так, зараз повернусь, 2 секундочки. От тепер я повернувся і можна нормально постримати. Так. Що там в мене з картинкою? З картинкою все нормально. Так, окей. Так, що з цього я хочу? From humans and non-humans. Тобто, типу, з усіх 5%. Окей. А з цього що? Та ж сама фігня. Щось в мене дофіга from humans. Member, не цікаво. Ну, окей. Ні, хай це буде. Так, зараз я це теж скину, бо воно... Зараз треба скинути все, що мені нафіг не треба. Трансфер. Все. Все це я залишу, але тут. Так, десь тут якась штука була.
Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honors, and the feast afterwards to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught a swine to yodel, and I... another time.
Так, окей, він був тут.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Якийсь
It's
шифр?
his planner.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Not seen him this obsessed ever. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late?
Ну, давай.
Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Це може допомогти.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Так, більш ні.
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Боже, яка ж складна мова, га? Британський англійський це набагато складніше американського. Так, окей, тут більше лутати нема чого, так? Що на другому по... Так. Тут ще лутати, не перелутати. Нафіг алхімічний порошок. Добрий вечір. Боже, що я роблю? Я граблю бездомних. Якийсь жах. Я пропустив один стрім. Все. Це пішов під 3 чорти. Я не знаю, чому мені сказали шкури берегти. Я і бережу. А, да. Точно. Вода сюди. Так. Чого в мене ще дофігіща? І сюди. Хай буде поки що так. Дякую. Так, треба лутати просто що бачу. Потім такої можливості може і не бути. Карти тут грали, прикольно. О, там ще поверх є, йоп. А, я тут надовго. Угу. Там закрито, цікаво чому. Окей. Так, в мене є речі Лютіка. Наскільки я зрозумів, це Лютік. І де воно? Ба-ба-ба. О, ось. Все, погнали. Це я. Так, тут я все залутав. Окей. Полетіли. Так, стоп. А вона не в жопі світу зараз? А, ні, вона не в жопі світу. Окей. І тут комусь морду треба бити.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Давай так.
This Beulah's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
А давай розіграємо.
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration.
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Це може.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness. And you're not entirely a stranger.
What did you... Oh, I know you. You're that witch I took down
Gerald.
tonight and out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Ти ж бачив це у сні. Ти бачив у сні, що чувак просто. Що чувак просто підірвав якийсь.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your
Окей.
help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Він козел, але було б непогано як гості. Ну, логічно, логічно.
Halfling became a witcher, eh?
It's... А що це за селення дварфів? А тут в кого проблеми?
My man carries his pitchfork.
Welcome.
Ну,
I'm
давай
a friend of
спробуй.
Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Він зараз перевдягнеться? Чи що?
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Так, зараз, секунду. Так, ні, треба... Отак. Давай спробуємо ще ось так. Ну, окей.
What happened?
You
Ні.
think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Так, тепер поїхали.
Dandelion
Давай
visit
так.
your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago, he brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Оце
I
клас.
know this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Просто
Never
перевдягання.
thought to become someone else, even for a moment. Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
Та ні,
I
цікаво,
managed to
достатньо.
stay interested.
Це
Thanks for your help.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Так, окей.
Glad to
Of course, please.
Ага. Не знаю чому, але хай буде. Тим паче вона коштує 1 монету, всі куплю. А тобі щось продати? А, мені нічого продавати.
So long.
Так, а в тебе щось стирити можна? Хуяк взяв, зайшов сюди. Так, окей. Полетіли далі. Дворфич. Обережно. Так. Блін, насправді треба було пробіжатись отак от, щоб подивитись, що там ще є, але... Не зараз. Не зараз. О, вибачте, Едж. Так, хлопці відійшли. Можу знайти. Ніфіга я тут не можу знайти, да? Ти хто?
Cowards all. Fled across the Pontar, said of defending their fatherland. You cunts!
Розбити тобі лице.
Youth these days, hair-brained, all of them.
Окей, біжимо далі. Вибачте. Я не спеціально. До когось просто вірвав. Щоб так взагалі, пофіг. Так, окей, а тут що? Бля. Добрий вечір.
I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Окей.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever. Where'd he go?
Пам-парам-пам-пам. Зроблю от так от.
Gather your things and go home.
It's not safe to go out on the streets anymore. Mum says that if he butt catches...
Now can
Ну,
we
давай.
talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Oh.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
А?
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Коротше, вона думає просто, що він її киданув. Ну окей.
Farewell.
Не так цікаво. Я думав трішки цікавіше буде якась історія. Ага, ага. Так, то не цікаво. Так, окей, з цим теж все ясно. Нащо пиво дітям? Так, балади і гімни мені не цікаво. Ну, давай. Нащо їм спирт? Ну от нащо їм спирт? От поясніть мені хоч трішечки. Так, окей. Ну, давай пройдемо. Ага, тут наскрізь хер пройдеш. Ну окей. Трішки промахнувся. Знову через цей будинок. А, тобто це вже прям будинок був, просто комусь за... Добрий вечір. Ой, бля. Так, окей, я зроблю... Ну нащо я сюди лізу, а? Мені ж сюди не треба. І чого ти дістав зброю? Не було. Ну, привіт. Знову ця фігня. Та відчепіться ви від мене, га? Окей. Може, якийсь квест. Хлібушок. Це? Окей. О, нічого собі. Прикольно. Так, тут все. І... Цікавенько. І ніхто не помічає світло в цих вікнах. Ну-ну. Так, окей. І тут якийсь вихід. Ох, ёб твою мать. Я тут можу просто... Стрибнути? Блін, вид просто шикарний. Тут виходити. О май гад. Так. 10 хвилин перерва, вибачте. Я повернувся, і ви теж. Просто письмо кохання. Ту-ту-ту-ту.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off.
Ну давай.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
Ром. Нічого собі.
I hope you realise what you've gotten yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
Так, я її маю перемогти, чи я її маю...
Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. We'll learn the ambassadors.
Як же це бісить. А де мій? Да завжди я тут все обворую. Фіговий меч, фігові лати, нічого цікавого. Ну, окей, ходімо. А, так ви все ж таки хочете зі мною подратись. Ну-ну.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your work.
О, я їй зламаю зараз хребет. Давай дерев'яним. Я нікому не програю, я відьмак.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Ну давай.
Oh, damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
В неї біполярочка. Toss the coin to the witcher. Ну давай.
I'm a witcher. I'm looking
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
Та я вже зрозумів.
incredibly, but we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us.
Okay.
Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Тобто мені треба їй все ж таки зламати хребет, так? Оу, а як вона попала по мені? Так, тепер вона може а якого хера?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Ага, тепер є ще й 3 удари. Я ж можу тебе добивати тепер безкінечно. Ну давай. Зрозумів. Та давай ти, га. Мені її треба, типу, тепер вбити?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Ох ти зараза. І все ж таки швидкими.
Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Так. За що саме? За те, що я... Ну, давай спробуємо. За те, що я б'ю дівчину? Та
What
ні.
are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va'atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yoruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the
Йоп
first step.
твою мать.
You blushed every time he sang a ballad.
А от за це можуть
He'll
забанити.
next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion?
Вони все ж таки зараз будуть зносити друг другу голови.
Afraid I've more sense than that.
А на машини ні, але якщо ми кажемо
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know
темношкірого
much about politics.
хлопця або дівчину
Picked up a few things.
на
What
букву
would
Н,
you like to know?
тоді так, за це бан прилетає дуже швидко.
Wonder how the war's going. Any
Я
outcomes?
просто знаю, що ти намагаєшся вивести мене, щоб я сказав це слово.
And on who captures
Не вийде.
Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Ой,
Continuing to push
зараз
north.
буде цікаво.
Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are
Right.
tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Щось мені це нагадує. А, я не знаю це ім'я,
Changing
вибачаю.
subjects. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated
Мені
Oxford
цікаво, а що вони
professors.
там
He
робили?
ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Навіть не знаю таку гру. Єдиний Metal Gear, який я пам'ятаю, це... А, то Metal Slug, вибачаюсь.
Who Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. Pitiful chorister. I'd say it worked. You've gone all red in the face just talking about it. Your face will be red when I scratch your eyes out.
Так, мені пора
Been a
звати.
pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Ну, давай поприкалуємо.
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Боже, яка мерзость. Нащо я це зробив? Я ж сподіваюсь, мені зараз не треба більше ні з ким воювати. Так, давай поїмо хліб.
K-Swex.
Так, залишилась якась молі залишилась.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Тут є що полутати. Пу. Блін, тут книжки.
Like the stars o'er the high road.
О, шикарно. Ще книжки, ще книжки. Я просто сюди більше не повернусь, тому треба все забрати. Тільки можливо все забрати. Да. Прям. Тут прям текстури поламані. Ну я не знаю, я ж не можу знати прям всі ігри. Коли в мене був... Коротше, ігри виходили і хотілося в них грати, в мене не було нормального комп'ютера. Зараз він в мене є. Але ті ігри вже в новому. Я в них не граю. Ну і плюс часу не вистачить в усі ігри грати. У мене бібліотека ігор, я не знаю, понад 300, ну, мабуть, понад 300. Я, може, зараз трішки перебрехую. О. Ну, так, юз. Так, що в нас... А, тут я вже був, тут я цю штуку винес. Ніхто цього не бачив? Ні. Знаєш, це, типу, от дуже класно в приколах всяких. Ой, тут комусь морду бити. Спочатку в тебе є бажання і час, але немає грошей. Потім в тебе є гроші, є час, немає бажання, точніше, є бажання і гроші, немає часу. Потім в тебе є час, є гроші, але нема бажання. Так, пропустив.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep. Surely this is no chance encounter.
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you.
but for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an imperial general and a witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
Давай просто
We've met
без...
before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting.
Я не
Has
працюю на
Emir
нього.
sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Ну, давай сходимо з
Well,
ними.
if Molly will be there.
On our way, then.
Щось тут пахне керосином. Свіженьким керосином. Так близько камера стоїть. Окей. Ай, бля, мені зараз ще й рейсити при... Бля, може реально в гонках брати участь? Еквіпнути по максимуму. Why not?
We've arrived.
Хоч би кришу зробив.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
Та я знаю, я читав, що типу
The grey mare is
еквіп на коня,
sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
беріть участь у
Gray's a nice
гонках.
color. For horses too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
Ooh.
Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Ну, давай.
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just
Yeah,
try
they-
to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Ну давай.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Я знаю, який я. Блять.
Heard tales
Оцьо.
of Zerrikanian horses. I'll ride the bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
В неї велика стаміна, тож. Зараз цих роз'їбу.
Riders, ready!
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Це? Так, мені сказали, що в неї ніхіра собі стаміна. Щось я цього не бачу. А, хоча ні, нормально. Ті надшвидкі. Оцю і стаміна вас. Та я тобі зараз лице зламаю. Окей. В смислі don't spare the horse? Вона мені має перемогу принести. Ха-ха. Ішов в дупу. Чуть не програв.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now,
Плюс
can I
нове
talk to
сідло.
your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us
Я
when you're
вже
ready
з
to
такою
return to
спілкувався.
Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Та-та-та-та. Молі, 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 молі.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelions rescued time and time again!
Тут же нема часу, да? Якого хера Лютик всім пиздить? Якого хера? Хай буде героєм.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
Хай він буде героєм в нього в неї в
Dandelion's
очах.
why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can.
But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Так. Ну давай
Any
не
chance you remember your last
Их
conversation
свит.
with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
Тобто, заждіть на секундочку. Чувак в неї взяв борг гроші, щоб з нею провести свідання. Забув українською. В якому світі? Йоп твою мать.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does.
Це ж
Saw
скач.
him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
These packages, any chance they were trunks, travel cases? And this girl, possibly a Truberitz?
Yes, yes. Now I remember. She's a travelling performer. Sailed in from Kavir. Talented family, innit?
Exceptionally. And very loving as well, I'm sure.
If you only knew. Dandelion even wrote a poem for her. To my dearest Calinetta. Or some such. Oh, to have a brother like that.
Це наскільки ж вона тупа. Боже, вибачте. Я не сексист, але це просто. Або він, ну, типу, або за історією він дуже класно
Wait.
на вуха пад.
I've got a request.
Або
Dandelion told
вона
me once he'd
настільки.
show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
Ні, вона просто закохана без тями і трішки наївна через це. Ой, мати моя жінка. Так, я не зрозумів. Зон. А, все зрозумів. Так, треба, по-перше, оцю штуку. А це в нас 50 стаміна, 45 стаміна, 40. Та, шикарно. Ну я це зрозумів.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return to
Вона прям звездець яка довірила, ну це... Давай з ними підемо.
It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Така чисто, на тобі гроші на наше побачення. Просто ти блядь, ну в смислі? Як?
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Я не вірю, реально настільки довірчивих людей. Так, знову консалт візован, в смислі?
Ah, Geralt. What?
О, нічого, не хоче розмовляти. Блін. Мені треба було там поспілкуватись. А, ні, все нормально. Я просто... ні, не... Так. Ну, привіт.
Don't be
How do you get a hold of these? Never heard of a mage willingly parting with his treasures?
No one asked Aramas's will. He was burned at the stake a fortnight ago.
Strange they didn't burn his stuff with him. Witch hunters let you resell it just like that?
Why wouldn't they? These are common goods, some valuable only as collectibles, perhaps.
Ну давай.
All right, I get it. These items aren't actually common.
Rumor has it, each is an enchanted key.
Rumor happened to mention where to find the locks these keys open?
Sadly, no. What if I knew? You could hardly expect me to sell them.
Where did Aramas live?
At a lovely residence south of Oxenford. Badly damaged now, as he made the hunters pay dearly for his skin.
Show me what you have.
Так, що це? Що це за фігня? Окей. Тут. Якесь лайно просто купую. У мене теж 70. 21 рівень плюс 1. Ой, боже. Блін, я досі реально в шоці від того, як можна так чисто отак її. Просто використати. Блін, ну це жесть. Мені ж тільки що не здалося, да? Срібні панталони. Панталони зі срібла. Круто! Так, це я залишу, тому що воно мені треба. Так. Та інших хай буде. До побачення.
Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved but produced using magic. Ought to ask Triss about it.
Так. Це інший квест. Просто такий, зайшов в магазин, зайшов в інші кімнати. І нічого мені за це не буде. Так, ладно. Полетіли. Зараз буде дуже високий прыжок. Паркур, бляха. Стояти. Що, доїбетесь?
Looking for a rise. It's clear as the eternal fire.
Не цікаво. Так. Швиденько до Золтана.
Help a poor fellow out.
Не знаю, що воно тут робило, але я його забрав. Мене цей квест все-таки колись затригерить, і я все-таки його колись візьму. Так, де тут той магазин, де я... Так, стоп. Мені треба магазин зі зброєю. Де він на карті? Чому він завжди зникає? Треба буде його відмітити своєю міткою. Привіт. Ух ти. В нього є власна Ну, цей відкритий був. Тут багато сквозних будинків.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letonov, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Що, Золтан, давай розмовляти з тобою. Я знову зламав систему просто.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing quint with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do?
Чого, мило? О, давай я перший.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while.
Угу, сова взагалі бомба.
Acting strange.
Схоже на сову Гаррі
Seeing
Поттера.
someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberits, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Давай так.
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't likely on
В
us.
смислі? А чому я здивуюсь?
Fancied her. Think it was fervor.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
Давай даупти.
Dandelion in love. Actually, truly in love.
Oh, yes. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with a mummer's troupe.
Та ні, я маю на увазі, з чого саме я буду в шоці? З цієї сови чи з чогось іншого?
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Блін, ну сова просто бомба. Я просто сов ще полюблю. Так я ж тут все лутав. Звідкіля це все знову з'явилось? Що це? А, там же якийсь квест новий з'явився. Не цікаво. Та... Вибачай. Так, це мені не треба. Це взагалі 22-й левел не треба. Хай буде. Так, це можна все продати. Шкіру сюди, десь сюди. Ключ до комнати Єніфер хай буде. Блін, заінтригував. Це в цьому квесті чи десь в іншому місці? Просто якщо в цьому квесті, то класно. Якщо ні, то погано. І я сьогодні це не... Тому що скоро вже буду закінчувати. Блін, погано, що вчора пропустив стрім, але вчора взагалі не було. Тупо... Я не знаю, як це описати. Прикольно, в мене оце відчуття залагало. А тут як... Бляха, слухай. Та він тут нормально все відгрохав. А мене не було всього лише декілька хвилин. Та окей, подивимось. Так, багато води, багато фруктів, хуюктів і прочого. АЛКГ стоять тільки тут штук 5-10. Просто обворовую свого друга. А що робити? Що робити? Я такий, життя таке. А тут він що зробив? А тут просто оголочок. Оголочок для розмов. А тут я ще щось можу взяти, окей. А тут. Там. О! Відкрилось. Шикарно. Так, туди поки що не йдемо. Блін, охорона. Я маю ще й читати усі ці книжки, які я знаходжу. Це типу прямо, щоб взагалі зануритись в усю цю історію. Але поки що робити не хочу. Так, тут у нас є. Ага, тут щось зламали. Так, я сподіваюсь, мені потім з цього балкона пригати не треба буде. Так, все, ми залутались, тепер треба валити звідси.
Zoltan.
Get up.
Saw burning pyres when I arrived in Novigrad.
Yes, Felicia Corey, a sorceress that was. The crowd came for the other one that day. Doppler, crafty wee bugger who'd spent years masquerading as Chappelle, commander of the Temple Guard. It was Caleb Menge who exposed him, executed him, and promptly took his post.
Met that Doppler years ago, just after he'd assumed Chappelle's identity and form. Wasn't all that surprised when the Church of the Eternal Fire turned tolerant of freaks, opened up a bit to magic and mages.
Well, that's It's all changed now. Every mage who came here seeking refuge is now caught in a trap.
Ля. А реально, що він
Novigrad
тут
doesn't
робить?
seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I like
Комусь
to blame it on the
помститись
war
хочеться.
or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
Окей. І я.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
Блін, яка ж кайфова сова. Але таку вдома не потримаєш, на жаль. І для неї не дуже камільфо. І для...
You've mistaken me for someone else. You're the only one here's made a mistake. Now stump up some crowds, quick!
Ну давай.
Leave him alone.
And who might you be? Temple guard undercover?
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, then.
You're making the mistake. Leave him alone.
And if you don't,
Бляха. Ну це бандити.
If
Не
you
хочу я
don't,
їх це.
I'll have to kick your faces in.
Вибачаюсь. Якщо я це зробив з голосу.
Stop walking into his soul!
Ладно, я зрозумів. З цими кра... Так, окей.
Rumble time!
Що, ви що думали? Я з вами в іграшки гратись буду?
Not good. Go home, merchant. Try not to come round here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean, both, yes. Thank you, sir.
Зробив якусь... Пінлек, Так, третього я з кулака виробив. Він мав бути живим. Хай не брешуть. Так, там бегарсів побив, тут бегарсів побив. Я становлюсь яким месником. Так, в мене мікрофон знову задалеко. Нічого. Буде все... Боже, ні, я не візьму цей квест. Так. І куди мені? Так. Куди мені треба сісти? Meet Zoltan as a kingfisher in after sundown. After sundown. Сонця. Да? А. Ну окей. Так, то заждіть, то... Ну, давай сюди. Чому я це не можу зробити? Ай, бля. Так, сонце, правильно? Воно зараз заходить. Правильно? Правильно. Це зараз 3 ранку. А мені треба десь сюди. Сонце встало, сонце впало. Так, а от тут я вибачаюсь, трішки відволікусь, це ненадовго. Ну, давай спробуємо. Блін, дарма я сюди. Блін, маємо, що маємо. Так, одну водичку ви... От сюди.
Greetings. You here for a specific reason?
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk. Near Temple Bridge, she said. She asked that you join her.
Guess it's gonna be an interesting lesson. Thanks.
Так, окей. Я не маю цього робити, але я хочу зробити. Прыжки в нього, звісно, такі собі. Тупо такі базові НПЦ. З інтернету, я б так сказав. Де, що, кого? А чого всі бігають? Чого всі бігають, я не розумію. Я ж не доставав. Я не такий страшний. Я не доставав зброї. Дивна фігня якась тільки ще була. Так, окей, мені... А, ну да. 122 кроки, ну окей. Давай трішки скоротимо цей шлях. Уї! Я ж кажу, скоротимо шлях. Там ще квест якийсь, не хочу. Да-да, привіт.
Guardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders. It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Bar Atra said that...
And this excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe. Now
Така
march
чиста
off.
реклама мені
Quickly.
зробила.
Left, right, left, right. Finally. Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
Знаю я.
You're using me. Don't like it one bit.
And I don't like lacy frills and Redanian novels, but you don't hear me complaining. Now follow me.
Нащо я на це підписався? Ну так давай, фолу тебе, не фолу тебе. Давай. Пробіжка перед сном. Займайся фізкультурою.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Та я ж
Only
тобі
got my
лице
steel and
зламаю.
silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing things you shouldn't.
As you
If
wish.
that's what the lady wishes, just don't want to see anyone crying later.
I've a hanky for you, just in case. On guard.
Ну, алло. Мені її треба...
Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield.
You all right?
Yes. The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
Я думав, я її того, особливо коли зупинилася, а вона вся кровоточить.
By the way, how'd you get interested in fencing?
I was bored. I've no friends here. Papa keeps me on a short lead. It's banquet after banquet after banquet. I detest banquets.
Ну, зараз, одну секундочку, одну секундочку. Тато. Хай буде так.
Boring conversations, terrible food, weak booze.
Exactly. At least with a sword in hand, I can have some fun. You know, blow off steam.
All right, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you. Rosa?
Ой, дебіл.
Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Varatra will kill me. Need to find her.
Something will happen to her.
Can't be far.
Тобто вона думає, що я її не знайду. Окей, окей. Пам-пам-пам. Пам-пам-пам.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador Varatra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Now it's clear you love your black ones. It's no
Sure.
surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters, just the way things are. But this beastie, we'll pretend we were ourselves.
Я хочу їм розбити лице. Тому що я ненавиджу п'янчух. По-друге, тому що вони вибісили тим, що докопалися до дівчини.
Let me rephrase. Put it in words you'll understand. Piss off.
Ну давай.
Well, it's not just black ones who tell us what to do. It's witches as well. Too bad I listened to neither. Get him, Lucas!
А, я його не мав вбивати. Так, тихо, тихо.
Mistake.
Не діставайте цю грьобану сокиру. Я її 5 разів заникав.
Understand now why your father insists soldiers follow you around?
So they can save me, as you did.
No.
От
So
хитру
you
жопа.
won't need saving to begin with. Rosa, those humans died because of you.
What of it? Do you expect me to shed a tear? Observe a minute of silence? They were dregs. They got what they deserved.
А, все зрозуміло. Ні, я дожму.
And you wonder why the locals hate Nilfgaard.
I thought you were different from other Nordlings. That you understand us, our sense of justice. I see I was wrong.
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Трішки хочу це змінити.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp.
Я не хочу
Some
нікого
peasants
вбивати.
found her and took her to the Baron, Felon's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in.
Я думав,
had
що
her
можна
nursed
типу
back
на
to
кулаки
health, then sent her
переєднатися,
on her
але
way
тут
to
прикол в тому,
Novigrad.
що квест прям потребує того, щоб я когось вбив. Be that way. Так, зараз, секундочку. Так, зараз, секундочку. Почалось. Так.
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie?
Так, окей. Давай просто.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Code. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
Lesson's over. Remember what you've learned today. Looks like you'll be using that sword often.
It's beyond me, Geralt. I don't understand you. Why concern yourself with the fate of two drunkards? The world would be a better place without...
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Коротше, фігня це все. Та не шипи на мене, га?
Come on.
What's he doing here?
Газуй, газуй. У мене сьогодні є маршрутів. То на машині, то тут. Так. Ну, блін. Бігаю я швидше. Опс. Добрий вечір. Ой, я знаю, як я піду. Я от сюди я піду. О.
What happened, kid?
They...
Що Зей? Що, малий?
The great git.
Grab him.
Ой, бля. Що, думав, легко буде, да? Не сьогодні. Де той малий? Зараз. Окей. Так, я вже реально... Я вже реально якийсь месник тут. Але непогано, непогано. Малий заманює. Малий заманює. Тих людей. Я тебе не відволікаю. Ти хто такий? Комедія, не цікаво. Нормально. Так, ладно, побежала. Неплохо, мало. Але таку схему тільки у шльопки використовують. Так. Давай, давай, давай. Це. Активовано.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. We should start soon.
Arse rests. Що ще раз? Новіград має... О, це вона зараз буде співати. Клас. Обожнюю. Бачив в інтернеті просто. Дуже подобається її пісня. Новіград має декілька кримінальних голів, що заставляє задуматись. Ти маєш на увазі декілька цілей в грі по криміналу? Чи те, що я їх вбити маю? О, так, все, можна розслабитись. Класна пісня, до речі. Все, затикаюсь.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind.
На секунду на паузу поставлю. Подивимось, кого там можна вбити. Блін, по-перше, чутно, що це записувалось не одним дублем, але пісня просто шикарна. Я не знаю, їй такий кайф слухати.
Chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began. Did it forge a love you might never have found? and twisted story of violet art glistening as you weep.
Ти знає. Але пісня дійсно класна. От в тому і її чарівність. Чарівність в тому, як вона зі...
Murdered some Temerian boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. You've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's ass.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Якого?
Let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music?
Я не пам'ятаю, звідки вона.
Fuck it is.
Це ті двоє чуваків.
Permit me to introduce... this is Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this...
Is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say...
А, точно. Так, завжди, мене ж тоді виправдали. Трішки ору. Мене ж тоді виправдали, мене прикрила ця, скажи мені, я скажу, Єніфер. Вона взяла всю цю фігню на себе. Упсі. Я не про той сад подумав.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later.
В смысле?
Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuben's vault.
Sheeped up.
And I've not seen him since.
Музичка на фоні, а? Бомба яка.
Reuben, what's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his
Зламати
gait,
шию.
left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wine to Passa Flora once. Laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad.
Novigrad.
Got it.
І він сказав це тупо як росіянин. Новіград.
Town, he's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Veres, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least they didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go
Ну,
again,
погнали.
rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful though. He's a dangerous character.
Та я зламаю мишей, все нормально.
I don't doubt it.
Нічого нового.
The Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry it. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Ок.
Well, but bugger all.
Так, тут щось стирити можна?
Heading back to the Rosemary.
Можна. Можна.
Wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own.
Так, нарешті я пройшов цей момент. Де вон є? Так, от за фріка тут можна просто так бити людей? Так, ні, краще сюди. Краще все-таки спущусь. Що, доколебиться до мене ще хтось? Ні, нема? От, блін. Так, окей. А довбали ригати, га? Ну, привіт. Я тут згадав, що я давно не сейвився.
Anybody there? Open up.
Зараз мені в спину open up зроблять. І? А з ноги вишиби, блін. Ардом.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Тільки
Tell
бидлом.
him Geralt of Rivia wants to talk to him.
I cannot promise Mr. Reuven will have time to see you.
Want a bed?
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Siggy Reuven cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy.
Трапляється.
The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
Знову роздягатись.
You'll make this robe here.
Я, до речі, сьогодні вперше за... Так. Окей. О, його за шию хтось кусав. Та відійди трішки, дай рами порозглядати. Синяк. Надріз. Божечки.
Splendid. Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
О, добрий день.
You were right. He doesn't blush.
Нормально так. Блін, вона на когось схожа. Так, окей. А, тут прям можна так обертись.
Won't find any better.
Бодігард.
From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
Нормально.
A junior cut off his hand, then ordered them to shove it up the course.
Завжди, я тут можу збирати.
Back, offering a hand extended in peace. You copy, look, you got
Окей. Чому б не Ні, не хочу. Зберу ще декілька. Мать його заново. Скільки тут бодігард?
We're wasting time.
О, добрий вечір. Ну, тут трішки цікавіше. Це він? Ні, це теж боді. Та, згоден, я трішки не винен.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye.
Цей на актор. Йоп твою мать.
Your guest.
Дивись, один в один.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
Блін, як же цього...
As always, I'm out the swiving loop. Who the
Бля,
fuck
як
are you?
цього... Пу-пу-пу-пу-пу. Давай.
I think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, and then killed that monarch.
Allegedly. But I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuven, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Plowing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Дайте мені якісь... Да блін, ну це один в один актор. Дайте мені меч, топор. Та мені без різниці, дайте хоч щось. Булаву, серйозно.
First ever party with my prick hanging out.
Розб'ю морди і це все на сьогодні. О, здоров. А, так вони дерев'яні. Ого, а може і не такі дерев'яні. Та я тебе до безкінечності буду бити. Так, це... Уху! Затупив. В самому началі затупив. Зараз все буде. Русню зараз все буде. Ту-тру-ту-ту. Так, Квен раз, Ігні 2. Як русню, як просили. Бум! Як русню. Так. Варт, відійди, будь ласка. А чого вони не горять? Ну добре, не вся росня теж горить. Блін, не встиг.
Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get...
Блін, ну що це за актор? Ну йопросите. А, як же його звати? Він завжди грає якихось покидьків. Я знаю, де він грав. Зараз я його знайду. Так, можна, будь ласка, всіх акторів. О, Вінні Джонс. Вінні Джонс. Вітчер 3. Да, це точно він. Ха! Прикольно. Коли він дивився в скло, я його не впізнав, а тут я його впізнав 100%.
Who, why, and how. They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Який теж нормально так вам допоміг.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing happens not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Horson Jr.
Interesting. What do you want with him?
His head.
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Horson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today. Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Horson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Horson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, wanna find Horson? Find me first.
Ой, самовпевнений.
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people, and he's discreet, a value in itself. Leave you to it then. I'll look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private.
No.
Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
А за що він йому ногу зламав? Тут прямо не...
Your leg would be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently on Thanet. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuben. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Окей. Андре, ти хотів щось сказати, чи що?
Your partners aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them our partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was.
Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect, but we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Ой, мені здається, трендить.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War does...
Так, це ще відбувалося в книжній серії. Геральт йому замав ногу, бо він не надавав пройти і знайти когось. І Геральт всіх оглушив, а йому замав ногу. Ну, нефіг було ставати на шляху. Все правильно він сказав.
Solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Horson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Окей.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling, that's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Horson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Ой, бля, да що ж так довго, га?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Horson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
Okay.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits. Endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Mentioned Horson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Давай це щось...
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come count what you think's happened to him. I reckon he's at the bottom of the pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Давай, друге.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Of course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with.
Та йдіть ви в
And if
жопу,
you
га?
did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
От говно, га?
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did. I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Ну, давай.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Окей. 135 XP. О, це цікавенько.
Be so kind as to follow me.
Цікавенько. Тобто таку автоматичну фігню він... А нормально... Як воно називається? Нормальні сходинки не... Прикольно, прикольно. Так, зараз я спочатку тебе оборую.
Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Окей.
Bart, stop that. Now.
Ёб твою мать.
Mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hurt. Bart less thinky. Bart less thinky. Bart sadness.
Не
Don't seem to
цікаво.
have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God. Then boom! Jonathan, go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
О, ну це хоча б.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
А йоб твою мать. От ненавиджу таке, коли довгі діалоги.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny, Jonathan. Oh, God.
Бідолаха.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Oh, no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Хтось його засуп. What do you mean?
Mushrooms? What's that about?
Hops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart,
Цікаво.
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go.
Так,
Now,
окей.
now. Stiff up a lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Ой, дуже гарно. Так, зараз секунду. Блін, я вже хочу, я чесно, спатоньки хочу.
Yourself?
Of course. I had this lummox fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some pops antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonz, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonz and ran like hell.
Так, зрозуміло.
Mind describing this something?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it?
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest, but it'll save your life. Here.
Ну, окей.
Thanks. You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
О, нарешті.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Walls. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
Так. Так. Окей.
Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away.
А це не той, котрий... Блять. Єбане, не єбане. Єбане, все. Та все, я вже закінчую. Дуже втомився за сьогодні. Я сьогодні вперше за літо побував на морі. Ну, не на морі, на лимані, але з морською водою. І... Так, все, ні, на сьогодні все, бо я вже, коротше, втомився. І жопа болить від того, скільки я сиджу. коротше. Так. Берегтись. Мейн меню. Всім, хто був, коротше, і всім, хто був на стрімі. Дуже дякую. На добраніч. І гарних вихідних. Только котик не спит, но все